Going to be a short and sweet training that's going to help you learn how to upgrade your life so that you can feel rich now. Now, I got a lot of these strategies from the book Get Rich Lucky Bitch, so I highly recommend checking that out if you're working on tuning up your money mindset. But what I realized I was doing for the longest time is I was saying, I would love to just manifest more money, attract more money, have financial abundance, right? And I would be like using my mala beads, doing mantras, looking to bring more financial freedom to me and my family. And then after reading this book, I realized there were a lot of things that I was doing in my life that were actually energetically pushing money away. Okay. And so what we're going to do through this training is figure out how to actually pull money towards you. Okay. Now you can say this is woo woo. It's not. I know it sounds kind of like it at this point, but I'm actually going to give you actionable things to do today to where you can start upgrading your life. Okay. Some of it's woo, most of it's not. Okay. So just bear with me and eliminate what doesn't work for you, keep what does. Okay. So, like I said, I was like pushing money away. You know, there were things that I was doing and things that I was wearing and aspects of my home and just different things to where I was like, oh my God, this is making me feel poor. Without even realizing. It just became something that I accepted in my life that made me feel like a lower standard that I knew that I wanted for my life. I hope that makes sense. And so what this process is going to do is help you set a standard for your life and then not accept anything below that standard. So if you have anything in your life below that standard now, it gives you the opportunity to upgrade it. Okay. So this is an example, little personal, but also the only thing I can think of right now. So one example on my list was the fact that I had like underwear that were like really super freaking old, right? And that's one of the first things where when we were going through this exercise, I was like, oh my God, that makes me feel so poor. Yes. So I wrote it down and I've actually got my list here. So I'm going to read a couple things off my list. So this was what I did. Step number one is I thought about what in my life made me feel poor. Okay. Underwear, the toilet paper holder being broken, jewelry. I didn't have much nice jewelry. It was never anything that I cared about. Shitty pens that don't write well. Our garage looking like a mess. Clothes that are old that aren't in alignment with me anymore. Dead plant that I was keeping inside my office for some reason. No laundry basket in our bedroom. So like we would end up just like piling clothes in our closet. A messy and a cluttered space. I hate that, right? I'm very minimalist. Not having table settings at our table and just like not having the placemats, which was bothering me. We had diapers, but we didn't have a diaper genie. And so we had like this trash can, but like it smelled. So that makes me feel really poor. And then socks that just looked nasty. Like I'm not a big bleach person. So it's like once something's not white anymore, it's kind of like screwed, right? So I had all these socks that like had like a hole in it or they were like super worn because I've had them for 10 years, right? So this is my actual list. Okay, so here's what you do. You make this list of everything that makes you feel poor. And then you pick one thing to upgrade and then you repeat. It's that simple. Okay. Now, if you were to look at my list right now, I actually have lines through. It's on my notes section of my computer, right? So if you have an Apple device, right, you go to the notes section and you can actually create a list there. And you can either put checks by it or you could just cross it off. Okay. So now my list is like fully crossed off. Right? And so that's really cool. But then I went a step further, okay? And I put these items into two categories. I had one category as things to purchase that I knew I would need to pay for to upgrade, or another section, which was can be fixed for free. Okay, so here's a few examples. So like obviously on my to purchase list were things like new socks, a new iPad, new pens, laundry basket, new panties, outdoor workstation, AirPods, that kind of thing, right? Like those are obviously on my to purchase list. And it's funny because I actually just read you all the ones that I already replaced, which is cool. And then the things that can be fixed for free. So that was a separate list. So it was like, hey, when I have extra time, I know that this is where I should focus my energy because I want to upgrade these things and make me feel less poor, right? Really rich, right? That's the goal. It's like energetically you're saying, hey, I'm not going to wear holy socks anymore because I have an expectation for myself that I wear socks that each time I put them on, they feel nice, new, fresh, and clean. Okay. That's what we're trying to do because energetically you're telling the universe, hey, I know what I want and I'm not going to settle for less than that. Trust me, this is amazing. Okay. Now, each time you put on those socks, you're not gonna be like, oh, damn it, I want to go buy some new socks. No, throw them out, donate them, get new. Allow new things into your life and let the old go. Learn to release what's no longer serving you. Okay? And then what can be fixed for free? So one thing was like declutter Kai's stuff and donate things that he's no longer using. That was easy. It was like an hour-long project, okay? Declutter the house, one room at a time, okay? We move very often. We sell all of our things, so we don't have much stuff. But if we don't use something for more than like 3 or 4 months, we donate it, okay? So get it out of your space, right? Wearing my favorite clothes and donating, that was free. There was a stain in the carpet. Kai like took my tea and like poured it. And somehow tea stains the carpet, although it's like water. I don't understand it. But anyways, so we got the stain out of the carpet because every time I would walk up the stairs, I'd be looking at this stain and I was like, God, like rather than me noticing like our beautiful home, I was looking at this stupid stain on the carpet. So clean the stain so that every time you walk up those stairs, you're no longer looking at that. You're looking at the expansive, what you can be grateful for, not the one thing that you wish was different, right? That's what you're doing. Okay, clean out our garage, right? Like make it nice so that every time we come home, we get to appreciate our space, right? We had a lot of like Amazon boxes and moving boxes in our garage and like they were just sitting there. And honestly, the box pile kept getting like bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually I was like, yo, we've got to do something with this. And so I went through and I made sure to just use a box cutter and recycle everything, right? So we got it out of the house. And then getting rid of my dead plant was easy. It took like 3 seconds. Okay. So those were things that were making me feel poor that I was able to eliminate out of my life or upgrade. So take a moment, pause me, and make your list. What in your life right now makes you feel poor? And then move them into your lists. What do you need to purchase and what can be fixed for free? And then do one thing right now while I'm paused. You can come back to me whenever you want. Okay, cool. And then 2 more questions that I really want you to sit with and ponder. Okay. And then number 1 is where can I find money? Okay. Maybe you have clients with outstanding bills. Maybe you did a side hustle and never got money for it, or like you were supposed to, but you never got paid for it. Or, maybe you can start decluttering. And when you're decluttering, God, we all know we love finding the pair of shorts that has a $50 bill in it, right? Where can you go declutter and run into some cash? And be thankful every time you find it. Be like, yes, I'm rich. I'm rich, right? Okay. We need to be thankful for the money and the experiences that are coming into our lives. Right? This is how you manifest and attract more. It's expressing gratitude. Okay. So where can I find money? And then the second part, this is really important, especially as this is a business related program. And this next part is, what do I need to upgrade in my business to go pro this year? Okay. Now I'll give you a personal example of something that I did. You're looking at it right here. So this microphone was a pretty big investment, especially at the time when I bought it. So I've got my whole mic set up because I was like, oh, the best podcasters in the industry are using this mic. And the best YouTubers in the industry are using the camera that you're watching me on right now. Although my face is blurry and it's driving me crazy because it keeps zooming in on the mic. That's fine. At least you can see the mic better. Okay. So I was like, I'm going to upgrade my camera and I'm going to upgrade my microphone and I'm going to upgrade my computer this year because I'm going pro. Right? Even the background's an upgrade. Look at that. I was like, I don't want just a white wall behind me. I want to upgrade my background so it looks sick and it's different and it's next level and it's pro, right? So start to think about this from a business perspective, not just like a home life perspective. They're both very important, but what do you need to upgrade in your business to go pro this year? Like, don't tell me right now you're watching this on a cracked screen in your computer has a button that sticks all the time, or maybe your laptop charger works sometimes, works doesn't. Maybe your laptop dies like 5 minutes after you take it off the charger. That was my laptop, right? Okay. And it wasn't broken. It just didn't keep a charge because I always had it plugged in. So ask yourself, what in your business needs upgraded so you can go pro this year? It's your time. Own the fact that you're stepping into a new level of life and business and treat it like one. Live these little tiny incremental shifts that you can make in your life, even if it's just a stupid pair of socks. It's gonna make you feel better. Give yourself the space, right? Go fix the broken toilet paper holder. Do something right now that's gonna make you feel rich. Okay, don't just breeze over this one. Continue going back to this list when you're ready to upgrade. Repeat, repeat, repeat. You have an extra hour on a Saturday? Go through your list, see what you can do. Go order a few things on Amazon that are ready on your purchase list. Close some loops and get them done. You got this.